Hi, it's Linda. And since I mentioned my dressing room on castcom, I decided to invite you in and show it to you since people were wondering what it looked like. And this is what it looks like. I hung a lot of fabric on the walls. I found some fabric I loved and got for a very reasonable price, mind you. And hung it on the walls and swagged it and hung some lamps and put a lot of fabric everywhere just to soften the hard white edges. And put some family photos and some lovely research that was done on Elizabeth by the designers, which they gave to me, which is great. So this is now my cozy little nest to prepare and to rest up for what happens on stage.
It's interesting. It's very isolating to play Elizabeth. And I think that that's probably fitting because I think her life was isolating. You know, she had a lot of people around her, but she never had a mate. And because she was the ruler, there's always that sort of being set apart. And in the show, it's interesting because, you know, the ensemble's so busy. They're working all the time. The other principals are busy. When I'm on stage, they're off stage. So it's interesting how it reinforces that singularity of Elizabeth's story. And I think what I like is that you get to see, along with the power and the majesty, you really are able to see the vulnerability of the woman in the story. And I think that's so important. As her life parallels Grace's life, they move through history at the same time. They've written the role of Elizabeth in quite a high, I was going to say tessitura, that's a musical term, a vocal range. It sits very high in the voice. They wanted her to not sound like any other voice in the show. And that presents some specific challenges. Certainly the words are incredibly important, and it's very difficult when you're singing at higher pitches to enunciate because the amount of energy and the vocal production sometimes makes it difficult to break in with the diction. So that's quite a challenge, I would have to say.